The Institute of Economic Affairs, IEA, last night made it possible for Ghanaians to have an encounter with the flag bearer of the People's National Convention, Mr. Hassan Ayariga. Mr. Ayariga told the nation that if voted into power, he and the PNC would organize unemployment benefits for disadvantaged children, less privileged women and persons with disability. He explained that to acquire funding for this, he would improve the country's tax collection system to maximize revenue. He also emphasized the party's plan for the nation, that is, to rehabilitate key sectors such as agriculture, health and education so that the standard of living of Ghanaians would be improved.
The IEA's political encounter is a platform for the nation's aspiring rulers who are flag bearers of the various political parties to tell the people why they should be voted to the high office of president. Mr. Hassan Ayariga is the second candidate to have his turn on IEA Encounter 2012. The first was a CPP flag bearer, Dr. Abu Sakara. The PNC flag bearer is a businessman and a chartered accountant who holds a bachelor's degree from the Atlantic International University, USA, and a senior executive certificate from the Graduate School of Governance and Leadership, Ghana. He served as a PNC's chairman for Europe while living in Germany, where he also worked as manager and accountant for a waste management company. Aged 40, Hassan Ayariga is the youngest flag bearer in the country's history. His aspiration to become president is founded on the belief that the youth must be empowered to take up leadership positions and roles to restore hope in the country. In outlining the PNC's plans for the country, he promised to increase cocoa production and reintroduce Operation Feed Yourself, a self-help agricultural strategy initiated by General IEA Champon in the 1970s, through which Ghanaians were able to produce enough food to feed themselves. He also promised to retool the country's hospitals and engage the local building industry to construct decent accommodation for all. The first question posed to him was how he would fund the unemployment benefit package he intends to introduce if he should become president.
Less than 10% of our population pay tax. And if we have to put measures to be able to get everyone to pay tax, I believe we have enough money to pay everybody, as well as take care of the less privileged in the system, and as well save enough for the future leaders. Article
28, Clause 2 of the 1992 Constitution of Ghana says that, I quote, "Every child has the right to be protected from engaging in any work that can be a threat to his health, education, or his development." Now to my question. Please, Mr. Ayariga, if voted as president, what are you going to do to ensure that all my brothers and sisters who are of school-going age, selling all kinds of things on the street, are sent back to the classroom for good education?
Thank you, my little daughter. Education is a very important tool in our life. And as you can see, this young lady has demonstrated to us that without education, we cannot move forward. When you go to the rural areas, and even in the urban centers, you find out that mothers send their kids to sell ice water, pure water, food stuff by the roadside. Why? It's poverty. If we are able to reconstruct the system or rehabilitate the system, whereby unemployment benefits are given to mothers at home and children, I believe nobody will send his or her child to trade anymore.
On the provision of more employment, Mr. Ayariga said the PNC would embark on massive industrialization and improve the existing decentralization system. The IEA encounter is meant to deepen multi-party democracy and ensure issue-based campaigning. This political platform has gone through phases, from the initial stages where all the party flag bearers were involved in a presidential debate at a go, to the current encounter with each flag bearer at a time. This season, it is only flag bearers of parties which have representation in Parliament that have been given access to the platform. MPP's flag bearer Nana Akufo-Addo is scheduled to appear on the 7th of August, 2012.